Hey, Magnus here. If you saw my most recent video, you saw me using the Vita on the go when it came to playing Shenmue. And that type of experience is pretty awesome, but I didn't show you guys exactly how to do it. So I wanted to walk through pretty much the best settings that you need in order to accomplish that, especially when you're on the go and you want to get your Shenmue fix. First things first, you have to have a PlayStation Vita, you have to have a PlayStation 4, and if you want to play Shenmue 1 and 2 HD, you have to have those games. But this works pretty much with any PS4 game, which is amazing, which I enjoy. And that's why I love remote play, and I love the PlayStation Vita. To this day, this is probably my most used console to date. I got it on launch, and I have pretty much used it every day since launch. And on with the instructions. In order to get the capability to play, first of all, you want a great at-home internet connection. I'm talking as much as you can possibly get for high speed, and I know not everyone has that privilege, but if you have the ability to get high upload speeds in the network, as well as download, but upload is pretty important. You should definitely get as much as you can possibly afford. Once you've got that, connect your PlayStation 4 to the PlayStation Network, and then go to the options to make sure that you connect your PS Vita to your PS4. You have to register it before that'll work. Once you get past the registration, there's another option that you have that it lets you connect to your PlayStation 4 directly without the need of a router, and you can connect it through Wi-Fi. Now, I recommend not connecting directly to the PlayStation 4 unless you don't have a router. But if you don't have a router and you don't have internet connection, then basically there's no point in this video. That's not going to work for you. You need a router to router your internet signal up to the internet and online so that you can use your Vita to play Shenmue. So now you've got the fact that you're going to correctly connect to the PS4 unchecked. Definitely don't, even when you're home, I would recommend not doing that, because you really have to be close to your PS4 to get any sort of decent signal. So you might as well at that point only connect via the internet. The other thing too is that you want to make sure is that, especially if you have this option, I recommend highly that you connect through a LAN Ethernet cable directly into your router from the PS4. This will give you the best latency-free and fastest connection to your PS4 and directly to your Vita. Once you've got that pretty much set up, you're good to go to connect to remote play. I would also suggest testing remote play on your device at home to make sure that it's going to work before you go out. Alright, so you've got that whole setup ready to go, and now you're out and about and you want to connect. Now, I prefer that you connect via Wi-Fi in an establishment that has high-speed internet access, because that might actually be your best bet when it comes, if you can choose that option. But if not, and what I tend to do a lot, is I'll use my phone. The first thing, and that depends on your phone carrier and your plan and your coverage and everything, but if you have the ability to do it, I recommend doing it if you have unlimited data. If you have limited data, then probably not, because you're going to have to pay more for the data that you're using streaming online. First thing you want to do is connect your Vita to your phone after you hotspot your phone. After you hotspot your phone, you will then go into your Vita, go into the settings, under Wi-Fi settings, make sure you can find and you're connected to your telephone, whatever that telephone is, and if you need a username and password, enter that so that you can ensure that you're connected to your phone. Once connected to your phone, sounds like you're ready for remote play. You already tested it from home, and then you just click on the remote play button. Now here's a couple of tips. When you initially start remote play, and your PlayStation at home has to be able to turn on. So that's another function that I needed to mention. You have to give permission to wake your PlayStation when it's connected to a network, because if you don't do that, it's not going to work. Once you start remote play and you try to connect, it's going to take longer than necessary because your network outside of your home is probably going to be a little bit slower than what you have at home. Occasionally, it'll say checking the connection environment after it's turning on the PlayStation. It might not connect and it might just stay there. I would recommend canceling and then starting again, usually in the second time, PlayStation 4 is already on and it's already booted, it'll be easier to connect to your PS4 once you're on. I've got it on, and once I'm on, I have pretty much full availability. Now, you'll have faster speeds as well because you're connected via LAN. So it's really going to depend on your capability of connecting to the internet as fast as possible via your phone. But that's how it is, and that's how I'm able to play anywhere I go. And having the ability to do that is awesome. Now, one thing I would recommend is that when you're done, definitely shut off your PlayStation 4 so that it's not on while you're on the go. And if you get disconnected, reconnect and shut it off as quickly as possible, or else your PS4 is going to be on while you're not home. But that's about it. That's how I do it. If you want to do it, that's how you do it. So let me know in the comments down below if this is something that you've ever used. Now, when it comes to using it on your PC, which is definitely a possibility, or your Mac, the functions are the same, but you have to download the PS4 Remote Play app on your PC. You also have to have a PS4 controller with you and have it connected to your laptop. Once your laptop recognizes the controller, you can start up Remote Play and use it the same way. Even that can be used on the go, which is awesome. I've done that plenty of times too. But let me know what you guys think in the comments down below, and if you've ever used this feature and if you find it helpful. But as always, like, share, and you can make my day if you subscribe today. This is Magnus, and I'm out. See you guys later.